Might have actually been a call. Value bet this. Queen 4. Call small, worse 4s and 3s and ace highs. Even like king queen. 5-6. Although 5-6 isn't like, it's actually beating us in the equity department, I think. No, I'm not gonna bluff this. If I had the jack, I'd bluff. And now I'm gonna bluff it for sure. What time did I start? Did I write that down? I did, 5:20. So we've been playing for 3 hours. I think c-betting this is good because there's a lot of hands that he'll fold. If he's defending 73% of hands, he definitely has a lot of garbage in there. Alright, let's see here. Hopefully Boston will fold. I'd rather see it fold. Because if I make a flush in a three-way pot, I think my flush might not be good often enough. It might actually be beat by higher flushes. And a pot, I can try to get him to fold a bigger flush draw or an 8. Ace, big aces like ace queen, maybe. And now we just give up. Call 4-6. Did not get there. Oh, gross. Definitely fire 2 bullets here to get him to fold by river, I think. Trip jacks versus this guy. I'm going to check it, see what he does. Delay c-bet is small, so... Do I let him... He doesn't bet his draws, so I think I better bet here and try to get calls from a king and draws and stuff. And now, like I say, he doesn't bet his missed draws. So I think check raising is not the best idea. I think betting big and hoping to get called from a king is probably best. Worked out. Although if he does have a king, does he value bet it? Probably, actually. So check raise might actually be a good idea. Ace deuce here. That half pot, he folds often enough, and he can call some worse. May even call with like just overcards on that kind of board. Then we can pick off bluffs on the river possibly, even though we say it doesn't bluff. He might in a scenario like that. Well, when we caught him, well, I don't know. Probably fire 2 bullets here. Although I don't know if he folds a... Can I get him to fold a 9? This may have been a bad idea. No. I don't know. I'm going to give it up. And check here with the top set because the board is so disconnected that, like, I think it's best to let people catch up. We don't want to see a 3 or a 4. That'd be bad. Because we don't want a wheel draw to get there. And we want to keep Mr. Corey Leenug in. It's a pretty good card since no one should have deuce 4. And this is a pretty great card, I think, considering. So what I want to do is get value from like ace 4 and ace 3. And if he has like a 5, we definitely get raises. I think. A deuce? Will a deuce call? If I check, would a deuce try and turn into a bluff? Probably not, actually. Did I check here? Did I raise ace-4 and check? I think a check raise here is probably not that bad of an idea, considering... No, I think check calling, actually. This guy's range is so wide, 72% hands. This is so weird. His sizing. Okay, whatever. I guess you can have it. Fold to c-bet is what? 25%? I'm probably good here, honestly. But out of position, I can't call river if he bets. It's a tough spot. So I'm going to change up my strategy versus homeboy there. Flop a gut shot. Go ahead and bet it just because this guy folds to c-bet often enough. Or just because he has a wide range, too. On this kind of board, he's like just never defending like Jack 6 or anything, you know? We do not improve. In case he has some kind of draw, I'm definitely going to try and bluff and get him to fold. We can probably value bet this. We can definitely value bet this to 9. Let's see here. Not too thrilled about how I might be up against ace-9. I mean, sorry, 8-9. Check back the 7s here. Trap God, man, this guy's just driving me crazy. Probably value bet and get value from a 4 there, actually. And I think we call just because of the equity that we have in the hand. And we get there, so that's great. What size do we bet here? Kind of smallish, I think, is probably best. Yep, so hopefully I have like 2 pair or a set. Get value from that. Those are the hands he checks back on the river. We don't want that to happen, so we go ahead and bet ourselves to get some value. Call with the king-10 here. God, let's try and stack this guy so I can take a little break. Little bathroom break. All right, time to make a set. A set of deuces. Let's do it. Got a min re-raise, which is terrible. This guy's so bad, this A-pod guy. Hopefully we'll make a set of deuces and get him right here. Let's hope that Mac 9 does not re-raise. All right, looks like Mac 9 is going to get to take his money instead of us. Kind of unfortunate, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully A-pod improves and or has the winning hand because we really want him to win. Jacked up, c-bet's 38%. I still think checking is better. How often does he fold to check raise? Not that often, so we're gonna actually check raise here. Ten king would be pretty bad for us in this situation. MJC is not folding if he called that flop, so hopefully he has a 9-10 and decides to give up. I'd take 4-5 too. Check the ace-9 here. Value bet with the ace-9 here. Pretty easy value bet. Again, value bet ace-9 here. Wow, jacked up usually doesn't raise. I'm kind of like weirded out by this. We'll make it small to try and isolate, I guess. Let's make a set versus Mr. Apod. Not the best flop, not the worst flop. I'm gonna check it back here. The snap insta check kind of leads me to believe these doesn't have anything that's that strong. Hopefully it has like some card with a spade in it. Some hand with one spade. I'm gonna get value that way. Didn't happen though. Did not happen. Alright, MJC. Get stacked this hand, please. Alright, let's make a set in the bottom right. No dice. Oof. No set on the top right, no set on the bottom right. God, those would have both been super nice situations to make sets. All right, MJC. Probably 6 on the river down here. Nope, ace. God, double fist the water and coffee combo. That's how I roll. All right, let's have him call with just a single club, hopefully over here, and Mr. MJC. And then here, he doesn't bluff, so we're going to try and get value from something. I think probably betting like 8 something is probably the best way to do that. Hope he has 2 pair calls. He does call. Must have had 2 pair.